This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents. All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting. Each player has a combine grade. Now, this score represents how well the player did in the combine. Combine performance tells you how players' speed. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
The Saints are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. Jaguars are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Newton to throw, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Ready? Good. Ready?
First down, a run with Hyde. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a run with Hyde. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up. Have them back on their heels.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 3. And he rifles one incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. He can run for it, and he will. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Newton. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive back.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deshaun Jackson, 95 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Ready, 61, matchbox, right.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 50 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman, 57 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of light.
How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Hall there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Set. 10-2 on. Greystone trap. Greystone trap.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling.
We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. He'll look to throw. And he rips that one incomplete there. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Hall ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the E.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Open man there is Malone. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. They'll look to throw now on first down. The open man here, Renfro. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hunter Renfro, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. We pick it up, second quarter here, as the offense gets ready for the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And an explosive long run, really electric play.
What a fantastic play, too, because when you get one of those runs, you know everything came together well. The blocking, but especially the runner himself.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And last night, we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary. He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because he gets so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know he's going to end up around the football.
He completes it to Bryant. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
65. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. Past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They'll look to throw. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around, trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing it.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Here we go.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what you're...
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I took